It's Wednesday night baseball on ESPN. The Texas Rangers, the Boston Red Sox from Fenway Park. Alongside Baseball Tonight analyst Eduardo Perez, I am Jim Basquel. Your pitching matchup, Joe Kelly opposed by Phil Klein, who makes his first big league start for the Texas Rangers. I want to talk first from the Kelly aspect of things. Boston, we talked about this at the outset of the season, Eduardo. The Red Sox seemed to have a rotation that had a lot of 4s and 5s in amongst all their 5 starters. Kelly, a guy they rely on, 5.58 ERA and just over 40 innings of work. What's the problem right now in Boston, a team that has a sub-500 record?
Well, let's talk about Kelly first and foremost. Okay. I really believe he's got the stuff. He came from the St. Louis Cardinals organization, an organization that believes in throwing that two-seam fastball, a pitch that starts in the zone and then dives out of the zone to create that ground ball, to minimize his pitch count and to get him deeper into pitch count, into the game. What happens is in Boston, they really don't rely too much on that two-seam fastball. They want him to rely more on the four-seam fastball, raising that velocity to 98 miles per hour, 97, 98 miles per hour. That's a different style of pitching. That's why you see the ERA up. He's testing and trying to find out who he is on the mound. Once he does realize that he can use both pitches with effectiveness, especially the four-seam fastball, I really believe Joe Kelly will then have a strong second half of the season. Right now, growing pains, new organization, watch him take off in the second half.
When you look at the Texas Rangers, though, this is a team that lost Yu Darvish at the outset. You look at that rotation, you say they need a lot of help there. They bring in Phil Klein. What's the plan in Texas? A team that had an awful season a year ago. They've been passed by the Astros. What's the plan long-term, near and long-term for the Rangers?
Well, the plan has changed, and its change started last year. So many injuries. They ended up getting Prince Fielder, wondering, okay, he's going to be our solution. Then he gets hurt, lost for the season. You have pitchers that have been lost for the season. They've been hit hard by injuries. Their pitching staff is not what it is because of the DL, the way the guys haven't been able to keep that longevity up. Without Yu Darvish, a guy that they really counted on, it's going to be a long season. You're testing out, seeing what you have in the minor leagues. You're calling guys up sooner than expected.
Untested guys.
Untested, and now you have Klein going up against the Boston Red Sox. The name itself is a lot of pressure for a young guy. Let's see how he reacts.
It's got to be intimidating to make the first start at Fenway Park, no less, as well.
No kidding. You look back there and you see a wall that's never been there before. All of a sudden, the greats have hit it over that.
It's the Rangers and Red Sox Wednesday night baseball on ESPN. Keep it locked to the baseball page right here on ESPN.com for post-game highlights. For Eduardo Perez, I'm Jim Basquel.